An interesting thing came up recently. I was having some chats with some friends of mine, which weren't imaginary. They were real, physically. I could touch them, I could poke them, I could lick them, I could taste them in the air, their smell condensing on my skin like a fine caramel-scented nougat. And we were talking about the idea of NPCs, which is non-player characters, right? There's other names for them. Normies, muggles in Harry Potter terminology, non-magical people. Backdrop people is another term coined by the famous psychic Dolores Cannon. So it's this idea of these basically nobody people, the extras who don't seem to really have any interesting individual spark. Dolores Cannon even goes to length to say that the majority of people on this earth don't even have a soul. They're like sort of pre-soul, kind of automatons, kind of just robots, programmed robots moving through the world, bumping into things, fucking each other, spawning more NPCs. And it's an interesting concept, but there are some problems with it in that it can really other these people. These people, that sounds healthy, but you know what I mean. When you're calling these people normies, you're automatically inferring that you're a special person. You're above them. You have a heightened awareness. You are privy to esoteric knowledge and states of awareness that these fucking pointless extras don't even comprehend because you're so enlightened. And so that can be a very dangerous trap. I mean, it just makes it very dichotomous, us and them. You're above them. They don't understand you. You don't understand. I don't fucking understand them. Like, I was walking through the city the other day, and it's also very dangerous because you just look at people and assume that they're normies or backdrop people. You don't actually know what's going inside their fucking heads. I mean, let's be honest. It's probably really fucking boring shit, and they probably are actually empty automatons. But once in a while, I will meet someone who I assume a whole bunch of assumptions about them, and then they surprise me with the depth of their thoughts and their soul and their understanding. So I guess you got to be careful that you're not looking at these swathes of faceless, anonymous people and just completely assume that they're fucking soulless nobodies. You just can't tell. And also, if you other them too much and you end up getting a lot of power, that can get pretty fucking, you know what? I don't have to spell it out. That's what the fucking Holocaust was all about. That's what Gaza, any human tragedy, massacre, you have to other the other person and dehumanize them and basically say that they have nothing in them, which makes it easy to fucking do horrible things to them. Because you wouldn't do horrible things to someone that you would say, oh, I'm just like him, or they're just like me. So I really have been thinking and also trying to find similarities when I am, because I have to talk to these normies and these NPCs and these soulless backdrop people when I'm doing comedy, since I've started up again. And I'm having to connect to them, and sometimes I do, and sometimes they don't like me, and that's okay. Whoever they are. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, be careful about othering the other. But on the other hand, I do want to say, like, I totally get where this concept's coming from. I mean, if you look at the majority of humanity, I'd say, like, the quote-unquote regular people or normies, they're like, what the fuck? What is going through their heads? Like, nothing, I don't think, of any particular interest to someone like me. No, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think they even realize that they're alive or what it means to be alive. A lot of us forget. It's very easy to forget. They're kind of just running on this sort of default program. You know what I mean? This is a gross generalization, but you know what I mean? Like, they're not particularly aware. And what I'm trying to get to is, like, I wonder how many of them actually realize how weird it is to fucking be alive. Like, every few days, I'll just have a click moment where I'll just be like, what the fuck is this? What did I sign up for here? Like, it is so weird to be alive. No one even fucking understands that. Like, the fact that you're a self-aware organism on one of the only known habitable planet in the known universe, like, what are the chances of that? And then people just spend it fucking leaving bad Yelp reviews because they didn't get good service at the fucking Lebanese fusion Japanese Wagyu burrito restaurant, you know? It's just like, and I'd say like being in the city, having to play to these people, having to connect with them all of a sudden, you know, the base level, normal people are fucked up. That's what I'm trying to say. The base level, normal level is fucked up. I would say the normal person is not connected to their emotions on any level. They're pretty disassociated, not really cognizant of fucking stuff that is going down right now. Also, not very spatially aware. I've noticed that too. Yeah, I get it. You'd have to be like that disassociated anyway, like to exist in the culture right now that we're in, because there's so much, it's overwhelming. There's so much shit happening, countless crazy stuff happening, so much suffering and great stuff too. But like, I get it. You have to close yourself. It's a protective mechanism, you know? It's a double-edged sword though. And even like the other day, I was like walking past these posters of all these like young rappers and musicians and Billie Eilish. They all have the same expression, like this dead-eyed, disassociated, unfeeling, fucking like nothing going on, like just not feeling, like that's cool just to be disassociated and not feeling anything. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. So I guess I don't really have a message for this video. I just wanted to rant about this normie muggles NPC sort of shit going down. But I wonder if you can start off as an NPC and then like be woken up. Can you then turn into a character? I think you might be able to do that. I don't know how that would happen. Maybe a near-death experience. Maybe copious amounts of psychedelics, or I don't know, some kind of dangerous fucking situation which suddenly wakes up your higher functions. Maybe initiation. I don't know. So yeah, I guess that's the video for today. Don't sell anyone short. Blah, 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 blah.